I guess I'll
keep these. I'll be back in a minute.
Amanda? It's Devin. Milford.
I know. Devin, of course I know. I was going to ask you how you are.
Just like you did in high school. I recognized your hair. The way you hold your head, walking with that little girl.
So you never heard from Marion and the kids? Nothing?
Only the divorce papers. They wouldn't allow any communication in or out.
Devin? Does it matter to you what happened to them?
They're all that matters.
Well, then why are you here?
Because I don't want to go to them like this.
Well, but it doesn't matter. I mean, to the kids, it doesn't matter.
I don't know who I am anymore. I'm not...
Let people help you. Do you remember in college when you and Peter came back from Vietnam? You were so full of rage. See, I always thought you'd be the man I'd end up with. But you frightened me. Remember what you said? If you can't take the edge, forget me. So I did. I married Peter. Because I didn't want to live on the edge. But I can't avoid it anymore. It's come to Milford. I don't have a choice anymore. And after everything you've been through, you don't either. I've told myself 100 times how disruptive you were. Always stirring things up. Never satisfied. That there must be something wrong with you. I was glad I didn't love you.
He was our guide. He was our leader. In our time of peril,
He doesn't know anything about what's happened with Marion. He thinks she and the kids are somewhere in Boston or Washington.
Maybe that's best.
You mean best for everybody else?
Well, think about it.
A lobotomized Devin Milford's better than an active, troublemaking Devin Milford,
That's
right?
right. His time has passed. There is not going to be a revolution in America.
I can't believe I'm hearing you say this.
Think you made the wrong choice? What are they talking about?
Who knows? A lot of political junk. They're all gorks.
Hey, when I get elected Erie Governor General, is that going to make me a gork?
Hey, Dad, if you're a gork, you're a gork. Live it.
What's a Continental Congress?
The United States was formed. The Continental Congress met to determine what the form of it was going to be. So there were those who favored a strong central government. These were called the Federalists.
Okay, that's enough. Guy, you go into such detail. It makes me sorry I asked.
What are they talking about?
I don't know, something about a third Continental Congress or something to make America more up to date.
How do you feel about that?
It doesn't matter to me.
Across America, in every corner of the nation, a new day has dawned. After more than 2 centuries of militaristic exploitation, America has finally taken its rightful place in the world economic community. Under the able leadership of the new American Unity Party and the current 7-year plan, productivity in both the urban and rural centers has increased dramatically.
Doesn't matter to me.
Are you ever sorry you took one of the areas?
Instead of what?
The overview here with me of the planning stuff in the Kremlin.
Sometimes there's more work to be done at the end of the tentacle.
Generals are not made governing occupied areas.
If I were here, would I be a general?
You know, there's something faintly untrustworthy about a man who functions so smoothly in a foreign country. How many members of the Politburo have ever been outside of the Soviet Union? Very provincial. I myself am the object of suspicion. How can a fierce adversary like America be running so smoothly? I'm safe by Alaska.
You told me Alaska was a disaster.
But it is clear. We tie up 10 divisions, but they are fighting. We are fighting. That's very clear. Marion Andrews' husband has been released.
Yes, I know, from Fort Davis.
She is concerned. I assured her she was safe under your protection.
She would rather be under yours.
She is.
He was an interesting man.
Any man who allows a woman to betray him is a fool.
In many ways, he was the classic American. Smart, strong conscience, idealistic.
Weak and obvious, totally misperceived the will of his countrymen. Assumed he would win because he was right. A man so honest and sincere almost always plays into the hands of his adversaries. Is he in?
Yes, sir.
Petya, how are you?
Mr. President, you know Andrei Denisov, advisor to the Central area.
Of course, doing a fine job out there.
Thank you, Mr. President.
What is the first reaction in Congress to the Third Continental Congress?
Very positive. It's not going to be all smooth sailing, but in the main, it'll be all right.
Very good, very good. Sorry to disturb you. I just wanted Andrei to say hello.
Good. How long are you in town, Andrei?
Oh, just a few days.
Drop back before you go. I'd like to talk about the Central area. I was born in Jefferson, you know, Missouri.
I know they're very proud of you in Missouri.
Is that right? Well, that's good to know. I'll try and make it out there one of these days.
Well, we had to put on a good show, sir.
Drop back when Fetch is through with you.
I'll do that.
That man is the last president of the United States.
Ah, well, you farm people, I don't know, you're odd. Just lender loneliness.
Must be in the genes. Most of my adult life, I've been away from here. Somehow it always gave me strength just knowing whatever happened, the land was always there.
Ach ja, very romantic. You sound like a Russian peasant. No, I like a different kind of life. I need people around me, laughing, fighting, loving, or even just sitting around, it doesn't matter. I want to be part of the community of men. Good old Homo sapien.
We had a different experience.
Getting better. Or maybe you're just becoming accustomed to how bad we really are. While we've got a break here, let me introduce somebody. He's a new exile, and I'd like for you to make him feel a little at home, our version of the welcome wagon. This is someone whom I've never met, but who means a lot to me. Maybe to a lot of us. In a way, he's partially responsible for my being here. It was because of him that I rejected the policies of the new America. He awakened a feeling in me that was pretty dormant all my life. The feeling of being an American. Not just doing what I could for myself and for my family, and paying my taxes, but realizing that it took more than that. Enough to land me here. I don't want to embarrass him or intrude upon his privacy, but he's here with us now. Well, let's welcome the former representative to the Congress of the United States from the state of Massachusetts, and the only real candidate for president in the 1988 elections, Devin Milford.
Everybody mask down. If anything happens, just scatter. Let's go, man. Let's go. Make sure you're not carrying anything that can identify you. All right. Is the back boobied? Yes. All right.
You gotta release the circuit.
Do it! Okay, move. Move. All right, just to make sure he's done it, you're gonna open it.
I got the CD. What are you, amateurs? Coming up to fool around.
Come on. Move, let's go. Gun on. Come on, move. He's got the keys, Hurry up, man. I need rope in the bottle.
Hurry up, man.
Oh. All right. Okay, be careful. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold the other side down. Come on, get light on it, quick. Yeah.
Take some of this stuff.
Hey, pull the pickup around. If we take it, we'll be as bad as them.
What about the people?
Burn it.
That's tough, kid. Dumb, but tough.
You get any of this when you deliver it? They give a plate to collaborators?
I drive. I don't get anything. I don't do anything more than anybody does just to try to stay alive. Okay? You want to kill me for driving? Screw you. I got a family. Hell, I don't even know if one of your guys is a kid of mine. John? Is John Dinger in here? It's me, your dad. This punk's gonna kill me for feeding you.
Real shame, man.
Nobody named John here. Now you better start running. Let's burn it.
Must be hundreds of groups across the country, maybe even thousands. People trying to find a way, find something to do.
And if resistance groups continue to do whatever they want or whatever they can, we will all be picked off. There'll be just dozens of groups. Bandit gangs, all right? People will end up begging for a full-fledged occupation.
What do you want from me? I'm the one who failed. I stood up and went down, all by myself.
Not true. There were hundreds of people around the country.
I didn't see them.
The Russians did, the party did, those building the new America did. How in the hell do you think we got here?
It doesn't matter.
You're just gonna sit here and do nothing. You're not even going...
You ever get tired of the balalaika?
Treason. Getting tired of the balalaika as treason, punishable by the firing spot.
It's the best way. A lifetime of the balalaika, my God.
Maybe, who knows, in a few years, we'll be learning Chinese music.
Do you remember that class at the Institute? The meaning of decadent rock and roll. Conquer the West through rhythm and blues.
Soon, my friend, we must remember that we are Russian. Our superiors see our hold on the world cracking. China, Africa. Did you know? There was a rebellion in Manchuria, our own Manchuria, last year. They want a solution to the American problem resolved quickly. Otherwise, they might just selectively attack 4 or 5 American cities. It's actually in a memo from the planning group. I have seen it.
Why?
When you lose and fail, it is understandable when you win and fail. That brings madness. But we will not let that happen, will we? We will solve it our way. You and your Mr. Bradford will lead the way. The central area is going to be the first to secede from the United States of America.
I think we can handle this.
The contents were burned, not stolen. That makes it terrorism. Our mission is to protect the community from terrorist acts.
Put an escort on your supply trucks. That should handle the problem. I'm sure it was a hit and run from outside the county.
That's interesting, isn't it? That a few days after the return of the notorious troublemaker Devin Milford, we have an incident like this.
Now I guess you have someone you can blame everything on, huh?
I simply pointed out that it was an interesting coincidence. Possibly his presence excites the adventuresome.
I think prison took care of Devin.
Keep me apprised of your progress.
Why don't you tell him, Amanda?
Peter thinks it would upset things.
Oh.
He doesn't want any trouble right now.
Well, what am I supposed to tell him?
I don't know.
No, what am I supposed to
no,
tell
I
him?
don't know.
Well, what? That somehow Marion has ended up on top of things? That his two kids have become these wonderful party members? That he should really just stay in Milford and become a day laborer and forget about having a family?
You know, he at least deserves to know. Here's children. What's happened to them, where they are? He's so broken. For 6 years, he sat in that prison camp, devastated that he may have hurt them.
Yeah, well, I guess the joke's on him. I'm sorry. I guess my sensitivity level isn't what it used to be. Hey, Deb. Hi.
Allie,
Atonement?
putting the prison skills to good use.
Yeah, well, always was one of your favorite jobs, wasn't it? Deb, do you still care about Caleb? Billy? Marion?
What do you mean?
I know where they are.
I gotta see my kids.
Read this. It's a condition of your parole. You're not to see Marion or the kids. No contact. Nothing.
They're my children, Peter. I got a right to see
You
them.
got no rights. Don't you understand that? You're a political dissenter. You're an exile. You don't have any rights.
At least let me get word to them. Let them know I'm
Dev,
where I am.
please. Don't make it tough. They'll send you back. Look, if somebody told me that I couldn't see Jackie or Scott, I don't know what I'd tell them to... Do it, Devin! That's what I'm telling you. As far as you're concerned, they might as well be dead.
were you last night?
Here. What?
You're under arrest.
Pass me a piece of bread, please.
You look like bumblebees.
School colors.
This is really lame. Too bad we didn't move before this dumb parade.
A little civic pride won't hurt you two guys.
If we go to Omaha, there's a great coach up there. Leon Henderson. Used to be power forward for the Bulls. Tell me 4 years area champs. 2 national.
Got into some kind of political trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. Shot off his mouth or something. But now he's coaching Omaha, junior pro. And that's my track.
Honey, I think you should finish school.
Mom, I want to play. If I get in, I've got it made.
Look, if it's what he wants to do.
You've just become a part of this whole sports thing. Making people feel... I don't know,
Proud?
like... They use sports as a pacifier. The circus part of bread and circuses.
God, Mom, you're weird, you know that? Bread and circuses? What's that?
That's when you give people things to distract them from what's really going on. The Romans did it.
Can you believe it? A kid who actually learned something in school.
Hey, Ma, lighten up. You take things too seriously, you know? Listen, I'll be a big star and say, "Hi, Ma," when they show me on that net.
I look forward to that.
Andre Denisov, something's up. He wants me to meet him in Chicago day after tomorrow.
Eyes open. Apparently, it's not enough for you to be rehabilitated. There are those who would use you as a symbol. Do you find that flattering? Is the light bothering you? Actually, I bear you no ill will. In fact, there's a certain sympathy I feel with you. So your sister. I know your sister. Since you seem to have the potential to become a symbol, it is necessary for you to make a symbolic gesture. A public expression. Regret for the mistakes of your past. An appeal for what you have come to understand about a new America. The disadvantages of clinging to old ideas. Do you understand?